Hey guys, how's it going? Dushan here. In today's tutorial, you'll learn how to model the famous crown hall building from Ludwig Mies van der Rohe. If you watch the whole video, you'll discover how you can get the project files, including this awesome Grasshopper definition for free. So let's go. So you guys probably know what this is. Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, one of the most famous architects in the world. This is one of his iconic projects, Crown Hall, Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago in the United States. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the creation of this model, and I'm going to also show you a couple of tips and tricks on how you can effectively and efficiently create this project. So let's get started. First, here I have opened my file that I actually tried to find the best possible drawings, but a lot of them are not congruent with each other. So I think this selection, these three drawings, is going to work fine. So first thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna hide this plane for now, and I'm gonna hide this area here and this area here. And let's go to the side view for a second to just see what is the height of the floors, something around, I would say 12 feet. So let's say it's 12 feet, and I'm going to create just one mark there so I know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna select my walls layer, and I'm simply going to do extrude curve and bring it until this point. And as easy as that, you already have the walls. Of course, you want to make sure that all of your lines are joined well and that there is no that everything is modeled cleanly. The next part is, let's create maybe these rectangles here that we're gonna be using to create the holes for our floors. So I'm gonna simply do extrusion one more time, like so. And I'm going to use this line here on the top. I'm gonna copy it here, and that's gonna be my ceiling. We can do planar surface, and then maybe we can extrude it downward just a tiny bit, like so, and that's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna do Boolean split with these two guys, and now we have the openings for our stairs. And we're almost done with the bottom area. Let's see what's next. Yeah, so for example, we can maybe do the stairs now. So let's create one line from here to here to know what is our height for the stairs. And the plan is symmetrical, so it's gonna be the same on the other side. So we just need to create this kind of stairs. So we have a cool definition that we created in a previous tutorial. You can check that out here. And what it does, it's simply you select, for example, select the stairs here, right click, select multiple curves, and you also select the stairs direction here, set one curve, and you also want to select the height. In this case, this is the line here. I'm going to select the curve, and I have my stairs. It's already there, done. So I'm gonna uncover the floor. There it is. And for now, we're not gonna play around with the railing. That's we're gonna leave this for some future tutorial, but for now we're gonna use these stairs, and I'm simply going to bake those. So now I just want to create my my stairs. First 3D stairs, and let's put them on a separate layer just so we have them like that. And now let's come back to Grasshopper. Let's bake this. So now we have those stairs, and you can see they're grouped. We can group those two together, and now simply we can do the mirror them over, and that's it. Okay, the same thing we can do with these guys here. So these guys are going basically from the different type of directions. So let's see how we can deal with that. The height is the same, and we can simply say these are the new stairs. And you can see that now it's all messed up, and it's okay because we need to put the stairs direction. And once we do that, then it should work. So let's simply select this line, and let's do the flip command, just type flip, and that's it. And we have the stairs ready, and we can also bake them. And now we have those stairs. We can turn off this definition for now. And now simply I'm going to copy this over as well, like so. So what you can do, let's hide the stairs layer, and let's say select poly surface, and let's do Boolean union, and let's do merge all faces, and that will give us a nice clean geometry just like this. All right, so let's continue. I forgot to close off the bottom, so let's do that as well. Let's do planar surface, and let's simply extrude this downward. This is going to be our foundations. Probably we should do the same thing here, and that would, I think, do the trick till here. Scale 1D, and that should do it. Let's do mirror here, and Boolean union, merge all faces, and we're done there. And now we may want to have like ground level. So what I want to do, I want to create one rectangle here on the top. That's gonna be my ground. So let's say something like this. All right, so let's take this curve. Let's do set point. Let's bring it to Z value to be the same as this one. And let's do planar surface. And that should give us the surface that we want. You can see that it actually has the hole in it. And for now, that's gonna be fine. But we need to bring this up to the top. So let's put it here. And of course, we want to also make a hole in this place. And that's it. Okay, so now we have our ground. We can make a little bit of thickness there. And now we have the ground level, and now we actually need to create those details. So we need to create those windows, those openings, and those steel beams on the top. So we just need to create one module. I'm going to isolate this, and I'm going to put it into the front view. Let's lock it, and let's simply create one of these elements, and then we can use it for everything else. So here on the top, I'm simply going to create one rectangle that's going to represent the whole area. Let's see the size. It should be, let's say 10. And then I'm going to simply copy it on the bottom. And let's see, scale 1D. Let's bring it here. And the position, I can scale 1D again, bring it here. Okay, so in this case, these two are the same. So we're going to create one side and then replicate it on this side. So that's going to be our best bet, like so. And from there we can start. So I'm gonna also create these details here. So as you can see, I'm doing this mostly with scale 1D. That's the easiest way. So you can see we have like the frames here, then we have the beam, then we have a little bit of detail in here, and then the window itself. So we're gonna do the same thing. Let me just see what the division would be. So maybe we want to have a little bit more of these details, something like this. This is gonna be the steel. So something like this. Okay. So I'm just eyeballing this from the proportions here. I think that should be enough. And now simply here we can do the offset, and we can use let's use something smaller, 0.1, like so, and here as well 0.1, but here on the top we actually want to take these two and we want to bring them here. And let's create one more rectangle here, like so, and I think that should do it. I think this is this top part for the roof, and maybe we need to add one more additional edge here, like so. Okay, and at this point I think we can also do offset inside here, and then we're gonna play around with this in 3D later on. And now we can create this in 3D. So we have a little bit of things to work with. So for example, this is going to be the glass, so we can put this in the glass layer. And let's see, so first off I would create these edges. I would say planar surface, and then I would simply extrude them outward 0.1, like so. Then I would take the glass, I would also extrude it 0.05 for example, but I would actually cap it so we have the surface like so, and let's put it to the glass layer. Then after that we can simply use the same procedure. Maybe this would be a little bit bigger, so something like, let's say 0.2, and this one can be 0.3. Okay, let's do module faces, and yeah, that should do it. Let's cap it. Let's do Boolean union and module faces. All right, and the same thing we can do here on the bottom, and here this one will be, let's say 0.3. Let's do cap, and let's just check to see if we have that detailing. Okay, so something like this, maybe a little bit less, 0.2. All right, and here also we want to make a little bit of detailing, so we can use this curve here. So maybe we can simply use one line here, and we can extrude it this side, and then we can simply create extrusion this side, and then can use this edge. Let's first join them, and then we can move this in like so, and this one we can move in, or actually move it down. Okay, and then we can extrude it inside minus 0.05, and that's it. So now we're gonna join these guys, and I'm gonna duplicate this like so, and of course you can position them properly, and that would be those detailing elements. And now, for example, we simply need to mirror this over, and we would be ready. And let's not forget to put this on the steel layer. So I'm gonna take out the glass, and let's put all of this in the same layer, because we want to have the organization of the layers. Well, and this will be, for example, our single module that we'll be using to replicate everything else. Alright, so here's the deal. You have to be fast here. First 30 people who leave a comment below will get the project files for free. All you need to do is subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, leave us any comment. This helps us a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So now let's get back and let's position it in place. So I'm gonna bring it first to the edge completely here, and then simply going to copy it multiple times all over the place. And this is going to be we're just gonna use the default. And now when it comes to these kind of beams, it's a very simple geometry. Like, you just need to create one, it's called eye profile. So create something like this, and then you can we can then extrude it and trim it. And now you can join this, and now we can put it in place. So let's see the positions. So it should be in every 10 feet. So this is the position number 1. Then the second position would be 10 feet. And yeah, you can see they're huge, humongous. So we should make them smaller. So just use the scale, 0.3 for example. And I think this would work. And let's just see how this looks like. I can just copy this a couple of times, see the result. And if they look alright, then we can replicate them to the whole building. So let's do extrude curve. Let's go all the way down. They look good. I think the size also, maybe we just need to resize them just a tiny bit in this direction. So maybe in this direction, just scale them slightly, like so. Okay, and I think that would be it. So we're gonna use this one as the module. Or we can put it back to steel layer, And I'm simply now going to replicate this all over. Alright, so now we have all of them distributed all over. And now the last thing here would be to create those ones on the top, or we can use solid points on. And we can stretch it all the way to the other side, like so. So it will go all the way until here. And on the other side as well, it will go until here. And we can position it in place, of course. I can put it, let's say here. And these ones would be a little bit wider. So I can simply use scale 1D from here to here. And they would naturally extend. These will be the big guys, big columns. And of course, these ones are also going to be distributed 10 feet apart, like so. And then there's gonna be, of course, the ones that are going to be perpendicular, that are going to carry the whole load. These ones. So as you can see here, they're created in every, I think, 40 feet or something. So first one is coming here. So let's just create a single one. Then we're gonna replicate it. I'm gonna use the reference images to see, so you can see they're quite bigger than these ones. So we need to extend it. So let's isolate this for a second, and I'm gonna use let's use solid points on, and we can make them bigger, like so. And I would also probably extend them also in these directions, like so. Maybe even the thickness a little bit. So this would be the big one. Then I can copy it on the top of it, on top, and let's put this one like so. And then we have one more that is going to be rotated, like so, and it's gonna sit here on top, something like this. And let's bring these guys up and use simple rectangle here, a vertical one, and I'm gonna simply extrude it all the way until here, like so. And then we can copy that on the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to use Boolean union to create that element. I'm gonna do the same thing here, Boolean union, and now we simply need to extend this. So I'm gonna do solid points on, and let me see the whole beam structure here. So we can go from this side all the way until the other side. So until here, and then we can simply mirror this like so. And then that's how we get this effect. And of course you can see it has also additional details, so we can also create those. Maybe we need to extend this just a tiny bit up, and maybe we can use the drawing to guess the correct height. So I think that was about right. And as you can see here, maybe we need to make it a little bit wider. So we can simply select the whole thing here, and let's go to the side view, and let's make it a little bit wider. Okay, and I would maybe use again same procedure as do a small rectangle here. So something like this. If you want to make it, more equally distributed, you can do so. I think this is fine. And yeah, that's about right. Let's do match properties, and we have our beam. Now we can group it, and we can distribute it in the position. Let's go to the side view. And I think this happens, for example, okay, so 60 feet here. All right, so let's cover the roof. We can actually just create one single line from here to, let's say, here, and we can do the extrusion. So we can say extrude curve, and let's pick the direction and let's put it all the way until here. So this would be our roof, and of course you can make it a little bit of, like, you can make a little bit of thickness there if you want. And let's also put that in the same layer, and I think we're almost done. All right, so let's create the height for our stairs. It's gonna be around let's make it 6 feet. I think that's gonna be fine here. And from here we also want to position them to be at exactly that height, so I'm gonna bring this up just a tiny bit, like so. Okay, and let's isolate this now, and let's see what we can do here. So I'm also going to create one midline here, and I'll tell you why in a second. So we are going to use the stairs definition that we have. So first off, we're gonna use this initial one, this one. Let me just see. Okay, so this one, and this one, and this one is one element, and I'm gonna isolate it like this, and this is the second one. Let's group it, and now, for example, we can use just this one. And the way this works is we have the stairs, so we're gonna take these guys, we're gonna put them here, and we're gonna take the direction. We're gonna take the stairs direction, set one curve, and also we're gonna take the height. This is gonna be the first height, so I'm gonna set this curve as my height, and that's gonna be fine. And then at that point I'm gonna move to the second one. This one is, I think, done. And of course, if you want to modify this, you can play around with this. For example, what you could do, if you want to turn off these guys, you can only have this kind of elements, and let's say that this is how we want them to be, and you can change the thickness if you'd like. Step extrusion, so we can change this value to something bigger, so let's say 0.9, and if you change the thickness, you can see how the steps are becoming thicker. In this case, this is what we want, and now we can simply bake them here. And I just want to extrude this one out until this point, because that's how it should be. And now we can clear these values, and we can start with this one now here. So I'm going to position this in the correct place. So I'm gonna say set point, and let's bring them to here. Let's select this, and let's select the stairs. Let's first ungroup it. This is the stairs, multiple curves, and the same direction, stairs direction. Set one curve, so everything looks fine, exactly as we want it, and we can simply bake it. Boom, there you go. And if you want to create maybe the support for the stairs, you can go to the side view, and we can create some type of, for example, this is the line that we could use as the guidance line. And then yeah, maybe we can extend this, and maybe we can offset it like so. And then in addition to that, maybe you want to create some kind of like a, let's say, mid support here. And well, we could also create this in Grasshopper, but each stair type is different. So in this particular case, we're going to use this example. And here we can actually extend it all the way till the end. And now I'm simply going to use, let me see. Yeah, we can use curve boolean. Let's do curve boolean, and I'm going to select these elements inside, and this is going to be the easiest way to create this geometry, like so. And the planar surface, now I have that surface as my support, and I can bring this to the side. Let's just set point. Let's bring it to the X. And here we can extrude it like so. And then we can replicate this, or mirror. We can mirror and also put it in the middle. And that would be it. Maybe we just want to extend this to be much thicker. So this stand here. So we can do scale 1D. Can make this much thicker, just like so. All right, and yeah, I think we're almost done. This is the final result that we got. And we are done. This is the final result of our crown hall building. Hope that you liked the tutorial. Before you go, make sure to check out that detailed tutorial on creating grasshopper definition for automatic stairs if you'd like to know more. If you're interested in having a more detailed and more structured approach to learning Rhino and Grasshopper, I invite you to send an application for Rhino for Architects 2.0 program. First link in the description, where you will get step-by-step approach to learning parametric modeling, organic modeling, V-Ray rendering, project presentation, and much more. Click on the first link in the description, schedule your free one-on-one consulting call with me, and I hope to see you inside the program. A special thanks to our newest Patreon supporters. We're approaching to the number of 100 supporters, which is really huge for us. So if you're interested in getting all the project files for all of our tutorials and some more advanced lessons, consider becoming a patron yourself by clicking on the link above. See you soon. Bye bye.